음악이 내리고 나는 숨이 차 복잡해진 마음 숨을 내쉰다 오늘 뭐 실수는 없었으나 관객들의 표정은 어땠던가 그래도 행복해 난 이런 내가 됐어 누군가 소리 지르게 만들 수가 있었어 작아지지 않은 영혼들을 품에 안고 죽도 downtown 빈 무대에 섰을 때
downtown 빈 무대에 섰을 때 흔한 공허함에 난 겁을 내 복잡한 감정 속에서 삶의 사선 위에서 근실이 난 더 무딘 척을 해 처음도 아닌데 익숙해질 법한데 숨기려 해도 그게 안돼 텅 빈 무대가 식어갈 때쯤 객석을 뒤로 하네 지금 나 위로하네 완벽한 세상은 없다고 자신에게 말해 난 점점 날 비워가네 언제까지 내 거에 웃순 없어 큰 박수가 제가 이런 내게 말을 해 뻔뻔히 네 목소리를 높여 더 멀리 영원한 관객은 없대도 난 노래할 거야 오늘의 나로 영원하고파 영원히 소년이고 싶어 나
Forever we are young
나리는 꽃잎이 사이로 헤매어 달리네 이 mirror
Forever we are young
넘어져 다치고 아파도 끝없이 달리네 꿈을 향해 Forever ever 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 꿈 희망 전진 전진
Forever ever ever we are young
Forever ever ever ever
꿈 희망 전진 전진
Forever ever ever we are young Forever we are young 나리는 꽃잎이 사이로 헤매어 달리네 힘이로
Forever we are young
넘어져 다치고 아파도 끝없이 달리네 꿈을 향해
Hello, how's it going? Howdy. Oof, all right. My coffee here. Ooh, thank you so much for being here and a part of this with me. I truly appreciate it. We are doing The Rise of Bangtan, Chapter 11, Forever Young. And I just heard this version of the song, and I really enjoyed it. It's the acoustic version. Yeah, it's really nice, man. Really, really nice. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this with me. It's been a beautiful experience, and it means the world to me that you're willing to, share this experience with me. If you're new and you don't know, I've been kind of starting at the beginning of BTS's journey as a complete outsider. Yeah, I just didn't really give BTS much of a second thought. I just assumed it wasn't for me. I was a wrong demographic. And I decided to step outside my comfort level a little bit and try something new. And I'm glad that I did because it's really taken me on this incredibly beautiful journey. And we continue today with Chapter 11. So the rise of Bangtan has actually been absolutely crucial to how I learn about these guys and appreciate their music. These documentaries are done so well, and they're so nice, and they're so easy for, a moron like me to comprehend and really get a big picture of the story of these guys. And that's why I like to start here. And I like to start with these documentaries and then basically follow the music via the documentaries. Let's see here. Oh, we got a lot of people here already. Thanks for being here. Huge shout out, obviously, to the mods. Huge shout out, obviously, to the Dream Team for helping put these lists together for me. You guys are incredible, and I truly appreciate you guys going out of your way to help explain and help me comprehend basically BTS. You guys are incredible. You guys are incredible for doing this for me. So we're doing the Rise of Bangtan. We're doing this episode, Chapter 11, and then directly after this, I'm moving the party over to Twitch, and I'm going to be doing a live reaction to August D's first mixtape. Now, this is one of the most requested things on my channel. As soon as I started doing BTS, people basically started flooding my comments and flooding my messages, my DMs and stuff, and said, you need to check out August D. And I think I'm saying that name right. I might be butchering it. Who knows? Sorry if I am. And but I've been sitting on it for a while, literally months now, 4 or 5 months now. I've been having an onslaught of people saying, I can't wait for you to get to this. I can't wait for you to get to this. So if you want to join us for today, there'll be a link in the description to the Twitch where we're going to do a live reaction over there. I'd love to do it right here on YouTube with you guys, but YouTube will just insta-block that and shut it down immediately. So I got to go over to Twitch. All right, let's see here. All right, I think we got everything all up and running. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, again, seriously, thank you so much for being here and sharing this experience with me. Let's head on over to the list and let's see where we're at. Okay, we got the document right over here. Again, thank you, Dream Team and mods. You're incredible. They give me a little bit of information about what we're going to watch here. And I got the thing all set up right over here. So what do you say we get right on into this? This is The Rise of Bangtan, Chapter 11, Young Forever. Let's do it. Get you guys a couple more decibels. Oh, you know what I should pop open? I should pop open my brand new BTS cold brew. I guess now's the time for this. Damn, that's actually really good. Starting off with chaos. Move this over here, actually.
잘 안 돼. 하는 것만큼 잘 안 돼.
Not good enough.
그럼 뭐 어쩌겠는가 해야지. 그래 좀 힘들었던 건 사실인 것 같다. 근데 그것보다는 내가 하고 싶다는 마음이 더 커서 이렇게 계속 할 수 있는 것 같다.
야, 다 했네. 가세요. 되게 빨리 빨리 이거. 어? 아, 지금 다시 봤는데?
그 사람들이 생각하는 제 감동을 받을 수 있는 그런 노래, 마음을 움직이는 노래 같은 걸 나도.
Oh, that's the quote from the beginning of Dope, I believe. Is it Dope? I think it was.
그렇다. 2016년 4월 25일 너무 끝.
Here we go. Can I get any more volume on this? No. Dude, this coffee is badass. Here we go. What is this? Ooh. Cute little doggos. Man, I love dogs.
이 아메리카노를 드시려나? 드시겠지, 어린이시니까? 내가 사놔야지. 아메리카노 2잔 주세요. 아, 진짜 긴장되네.
Nervous? Is this some sort of... This is some sort of coffee shop slash dog park. This place looks awesome. Why is he nervous though?
아, 감사합니다. 과자 역시
Looks like toothpaste.
먹겠습니다.
Oh, it's a treat.
안녕하십니까. 오. 안녕. 안녕하세요.
Who's this guy?
나 마중 나온 거야? 와.
Shinhwa?
커피 사갖고 아 진짜? 아이스. 네 아이스. 좋아. 기다리고 있었어? 네. 왜? 아니 과자를 팬분들 주셔. 투 정국 밥 잘 챙겨 먹고 배고프면 이거 드세요. 지영이가. 네. 지영아 하나 먹었다 내가. 몇 년 차지 이제?
저 이제 3년 차입니다. 헬스는 4년 차인 것 같아요. 네.
해보니까 어때?
It's been a journey. It's been a journey.
처음에는 이제 막 쫓기는 방향으로 좀 정신없이 했다가 이제 좀 시간이 지나니까
이 많은 인연은 어디서 나온 건가요?
저희의 동생의 친구의 지인의 지인분들, 고마우신 분들, 이분들이 같이 해줘서 더 멋진 무대가 될 거예요. 와우. 좋겠다 진짜. 외국에서도 차트 엄청.
네, 다행히 동영상 사이트에서도 조회수가 좋고 또 이제 해외 이제 응원 사이트에서도 순위가 좋아서 한 주 활동하는 거가 아쉽지 않을 만큼 한 주 활동할 때 정말 다 보여드려야겠다는 생각이 드네요.
Damn, look at this stage.
알아가면서 좀 하다 보니까
Oh, it was fire. It was fire that quote was in. Not dope. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my new favorites.
So much better than I thought it was going to be. Cry a little. Oh, this is so awesome.
I mean, I can definitely tell why people like this, because this is my first time listening to it and I'm obsessed.
When I wake up in my room.
What in the world is going on? Yeah, YouTube does not like us. Is there a lag? I paused. Sorry about that. I might just get rid of the Mac computer and just do a different computer altogether. I don't understand. I'm not going to get angry about it. I mean, whatever happens, happens. There was. Okay. Well, I'm paying attention to chat a little bit and making sure the connections are good. For whatever reason, I don't know. Let's continue. I paused. Here we go. They're fun.
This is so much more intense than American music.
NSYNC should be really happy that this came way after.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
화양 연화는 저희가 청춘에 대해서 얘기를 했죠. 그리고 불안한 현실에 대해서도 얘기를 했었고 그 속에서도 굴복하지 않고 또 달려나가는 청춘에 대해서 얘기했고 이번에는 정말 그런 것에 너무 연연하지 않고 싹 다 불태우고 우리 한번 멋지게 돌아보자.
I'm scared I'm gonna get into K-pop.
That was my reaction. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting into this. What will the metal crowd think? Yeah, I love the choreography. Dude, people are flipping out over this.
I am officially a fan of BTS. That just blew my mind.
if BTS wasn't like really huge before this song came out, then I could see like how this could have caused like a big like eruption.
And it's such a shame that because of the language, people like, oh, I hate this, it's so bad, but if they just listen to the music.
That's a really good point right there. I think a lot of people just don't give these guys a shot just because of the language barrier on. Honestly, that was one of the things that intrigued me, is the language barrier. You know, just singing in a different language, you're going to enunciate things differently. You know, there's just the melody is going to have a completely different flow to it. Things are going to be sharper than my American bubble ear would normally be hearing. And there'd be different dynamics all, you know, from every facet of the music. But I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Sometimes people just want to have something that's recognizable and, you know, easily digestible. But half the fun of getting into these guys for me is the mystery, you know, like there's like a huge cultural difference. There's so many things to explore. But I think that's kind of like the first thing that kind of turns people off about BTS is the language barrier. But if you can get past that first hump and you just put a little bit of work in, it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it.
Go see these guys live.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
I think that
would be a party. That'd be raging.
It's like being introduced to BTS all over again. BTS's new name is Boys That Slay.
Clever.
신기해요 지금 이 상황이. 하다 보면 그런 거야. 나도 예전에 서태지 와이들 알아? 네. 나 서태지 와이들 열렬한 팬이어가지고 보자마자 사인 받았었거든. 사인 받고 있을 때 그때 나도 19살 막 이럴 때였는데 좀 신기했지. 저 제가 그렇습니다. 좀 신기하네. 97년생이라고. 네, 97년생.
Look at that haircut.
초반에 SM 계약해가지고 연습생으로 있었지. 너무 날 차이가 많이 났네. 네. 데뷔 9년 차. 9년 차. 와, 그게 지금 좀 신기했어요. 뭔가 오래 가는. 그지?
Yeah, who's Shinhwa?
The longest active boy group comes in at a little over 20 years with boy group Shinhwa.
Oh, wow.
Shinhwa debuted in 1998, and fortunately, they stayed as a complete boy group with no member changes. If you're new to K-pop, you might have not heard of the 7-year curse.
I have not.
The 7-year curse is one of those K-pop myths or urban legends that tend to circulate around the community when it's close to an idol group to renew their contracts with their respective companies. In Korea, the standard entertainer's contract is 7 years starting from the day of debut. The terms of the contract were placed by the government to be fair to both the agency and their performers. The 7-year curse is the unlucky 7th year of a group where a member usually tends to leave their group or lead to a group's disbandment. It's an unfortunate cycle that our favorite groups disband or member leaves only to debut new groups and start the cycle all over again.
That's interesting that it's actually 7 years. Here in America, it's anywhere between 3 and 5 years, usually on your first album. You know, if you're kind of a newer act coming up, that's usually the contracts that you're handed. Sometimes it's even a year and a half if like they're taking a chance on you. But usually around 3 years is kind of the norm for a regular contract. And that's basically one tour, one album, possibly 2 albums, depending upon how the first album actually charts or, you know, does, or how it sells. So 7 years. I guess it's 7 years over there, to be fair to the artist and the publishers as well. 7 years gives the artist enough time to really put out a couple albums, put some miles on the tour bus, and you know, really gain some traction. I feel like 7 years is a pretty good one, but 7 years is a hell of a commitment too. So something to kind of take in consideration. The 7-year curse, though. I don't know, though, man. I mean, people change. I mean, 7 years is kind of like a life cycle of like, I don't know. I feel like I don't completely change as a person every 7 years or so, but I don't feel like I'm 100% the same person I was 7 years ago as I am today. And I probably won't be the exact same person 7 years from now. So, you know, stuff happens, but that's surprising that the contracts go for 7 years, because that's not normally an initial contract you'd have here in America.
어렸을 때 우리도 뭐 연습생 시절부터 쭉 왔기 때문에 숙소 생활하면서 데뷔해가지고 계속 이제 우리도 막 정신없이 너처럼 한 3, 4년간 막 이렇게 정말 너무 기계처럼 배웠어요. 왜 우리도 안 싸웠겠어? 그렇게 다퉈가면서 싸워가면서 서로를 알아가더라고. 성향도 알아가고 성격도 알아가면서 계약 시점에서도 서로 이제 다 오픈을 하고 다 얘기했어. 회사에서 뭐 이런 얘기를 했었고 뭐 이런 제안을 했었고 지금 우리가 어찌됐건 찢어놓을 것 같은 분위기가 올 것 같아서 그걸 좀 막고 싶어서. 왜냐면 이걸 놓치기가 싫었거든. 한번 고비로 막 그게 이제 그거야. 욕심. 개인적인 욕심 때문에 또 왜 형 굉장히 지금 대박을 쳤잖아. 그래서 에릭도 자기만 생각해서 연기를 하는 게 아니라 자기가 잘해야지 신화가 잘 된다는 생각을 하는.
You could see like Jungkook's like eyes lighting up as he's hearing these stories about that. You can tell that he absolutely 100% wants this for BTS as well. You know, the allure of going off and doing a solo project, or even today, like we're gonna listen to a mixtape, which I guess is kind of a variation of a solo project. I'll touch more on that once that reaction happens because there is a difference. But you know, you could tell that his eyes are kind of lighting up. He's like, oh man, you have this relationship. You have this like open form of communication about talking with everything to have the lasting power to move past the 7-year curse. You know, I don't think this is for the cameras. I don't think this is for the show or anything. You can tell that he's actually 100% interested in what he's saying. And he's, you know, he's taken his advice and listening to his stories in a very humble and in a very absorbable way. Like he wants to hear what this guy has to say. There seems to be a good level of respect. And why wouldn't there? I mean, Shinhwa's been around for 20 plus years, you know, and, you know, if most acts don't last that long, you know, there's definitely some things of value you can take from it. And this is kind of cool. So we get to see like kind of a behind the scenes as to why maybe they decided to keep going when they're going. I mean, how long has BTS been around now? I mean, it's got to be like 8-9 years, somewhere in there. So they're just past the 7-year curse, maybe? Yeah, somewhere in there. This is kind of cool. I like this.
저희도 딱 살짝 그 시기인 것 같아요.
덥다.
Oh, here it is.
저희 믹스테이프 아거스트 D.
Ooh, this looks gritty.
넓습니다. 손을 못 쓰니까.
Why can't you use your hands?
되게 넓은데 지금 컨테이너 하나만 있습니다. 시계차로 컨테이너를 흔드는 장면이 있습니다. 너무나 힘들다. 쉴 수가 없어요. 아무나 아무데도 있는데 쉴 수가 없어요. 걱정이 되지만 파이팅을 해서 촬영 도전하겠습니다. 파이팅.
액션.
This looks so gritty. No bright colors. It looks like a mobile home or something.
내가 이 자리를 쉽게 앉았다고 해요. 나 성공과 거리가 먼 형들 사이 눈을 가시네요. 솔직히 사이 한월 쪽팔려 이제 1년에 50만 장 팔아. K-POP이란 카테고리 날 담기에는 사이트가 다르고
뭐 그런
Oh, I already have thoughts.
같은 사람인지라 뭐 완전히 제 가치관이 막 달라지거나 갑자기 막 저의 뭐 머릿속이 갑자기 바뀌는 그런 경우는 없고.
난 베끼는 걸 베끼는 놈을 좁아다가 후배들 선배들 제끼는 놈 팽이를 내가 베끼는 그를 베끼는 역사를 바닥에 새기는 몸도 재미도 없는 래퍼들 사이에서는 남들보다 더 챙기는 목 잘 나가는 덕에 밖으로 베낀 형들의 시기 절수덕에
Damn, dude.
뭐 그냥 다른 모습들, 다른 색깔을 보여주려고 정말 노력을 하는 것 같아요. 특히 외부 작업 같은 경우.
난 맨날 감당한 대역시라는 다수 래퍼들 내가 알도를 알고서 감사하지. I'm busy, I'm busy 24/7 시기 무시 네 이미 시기를 넣지 네 길이길이 놀아치기 시기와 지기만 남은 자들의 곡속 무슨 중간지를 몰라. Paris to New York damn shit 없는 내 스타일. Hey to the
그렇습니다. 제가 항상 욕심이 많고 뭔가 완벽해지고 싶다는 강박관념 때문에 굉장히 힘들었었는데 누군가 그 이야기를 해주더라고요. 완벽을 추구하면 완벽한 사람이 될 수 없다. 네가 욕심을 내면 낼수록 너무 힘들어질 거다라는 말씀해 주셨는데 맞습니다.
Oh, we're getting our first taste of this mixtape.
뭐 10대를 거쳐서 지금 20대 초반이지만 개인적으로 뭔가 고민도 많았고 생각도 굉장히 많았었어요. 저 10대
그리고 20대 초반인 지금까지.
I've heard of this. Oh shit. Oh man.
제 이야기를 풀어낸 가사이기도 하고.
선생님이 내게 물었어.
Ever what?
주저없이 나는 말했어. 그런 적 있다고 그때나 그때는 성공이다 보상할 줄 알았지.
Oh shit. This is gonna be deep.
근데 말야 시간이 지날수록 괴물이 된 기분이야. 처음 아파가 나의 성공이란 괴물은 더큰 부러워. 내 무기였던 욕심이 때려 날 집어삼키고 망치며 때려 목줄을 걸어. 어떤 이들은 내
그러니까 이제 마지막으로 이제 저희 방탄소년단과 이 슈가가 아이돌이지만 한 단계 위로 뭔가 넥스트 레벨로 이사 가고 싶다.
Okay, so we just got our first taste of August D there, and you know, a couple of cool things to note of, like he's the producer on this album, which means he's writing most of the actual compositions, you know, the melodies, the beats, all that fun music stuff. And I'm already hearing some really interesting dynamics I can't wait to touch on a little bit later after this stream. But more impressively than that is what I'm kind of finding with just a couple hints of some of these lyrics here. I will be doing a deep dive into these lyrics as well because, well, I'll talk more about that when we get to that stream. I'll just say that I'm very fascinated, and I do want to take a really deep look at this first mixtape because, well, no, I'll tell you about that when we get to the stream. But we got our first taste right there, and I'll just say I like what I hear.
상상 이상입니다. 보컬 라인이 전체적으로 좀 목소리가 작긴 했거든요. 오케이. 보컬 너무 소리 갑자기 급작하게 커지고 제 목소리랑 다른 친구들 목소리가 안 들려서.
저희도 딱 살짝 그 시기인 것 같아요. 뭔가 선배님들처럼 뭔가 앓고 있고 막 혼자 생각하고 있고 안 그러고 저희도 다 얘기하거든요.
Dude, the storytelling on these documentaries is so great. They can bounce around to different timelines and different stories and take you down different avenues and place you right back where you were before and make it feel like nothing's really changed except you've gained some knowledge. There's zero filler. This is done so well.
이라고 생각하면 좀 신한 선배님들이 뭔가 진짜 오래 가시고 하다 보니까 뭔가 딱 그렇게 방향을 잡고 저희도 좀 나아가고.
Yeah, there it is.
여러분 안녕하세요.
Ooh, they're in France.
저희 지금 무대 올라가기 전입니다.
저희 파리에 왔어요.
그러니까.
K-Con에 이제 초대받게 되어서 이렇게 파리에.
K-Con. What does this say? K-Con is a convention started in 2012 that has now gone global to help spread the Korean culture around the world. Oh, no way. I didn't even know this thing exists. If they have a K-Con that comes to Boston, I will 100% be going. I wonder if they do. I mean, K-pop is huge right now, I would imagine. Yeah, I'll look into that.
나도 한번 나오자.
What is he doing? What's J-Hope doing back there?
한번 나와주자.
종국이 온다.
종국이 온다.
안녕하세요. Merci beaucoup.
하지 마.
네, 맞아요. 저희 공연 잘하고 올게요.
화이팅.
화이팅.
What's that thing with the fingers? I always see people doing that. What does that mean? I know that's bathroom. What is it? Is that? Is it? How does the camera go? Is it? Yeah, I think it's like that. I think maybe it's the maybe it's supposed to be like the BTS logo. Oh, Susie says it's a heart. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay. It's a heart somehow. All right.
Are you guys ready for BTS? Are you guys ready for BTS?
Sorry guys, I apologize for my boomer brain.
여러분 많이 보고 싶었어요? 내가 더
Damn, look at that crowd.
학교 가면 상사들을 얼른 내 손에 나면 포세 부하고 촤촤 마시지를 원해 그렇게는 안 되지 이건 정상이야 이건 정상이야 너는 다른 척들만도 하고 그라지 너는 손발도
Oh, okay. I get it.
맨날 말했어. 아, 나 진짜 재밌는가 봐요. 지금의 비타민을 넘겼다.
공평하자. Are you crazy? 이게 정이라는
Look at his face. Dude, that's the thing I love about J-Hope, all right? He is just such a freaking goofball about everything that he does. I mean, I guess they all are. It's almost like nerdy, you know? He's just not afraid to be a dork. I fucking love it. You can tell they're really starting to have fun with this. Like, even in this performance. Like, yeah, everything is still, like, very, I don't want to say mechanical, but everything was, like, you could tell there was a certain nervousness amongst the guys before. Like, everything was, like, they were very, almost, like, robotic in their ways. Like, you could tell they were very stiff in their movements, at least as they were getting prepared for getting on stage or coming off. Now it seems like they're really starting to loosen up and kind of have fun with everything. And I think because at this point, they've really got some success underneath their belt here, and they know they're just going to be killing it at this point. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the donation there. But I think that's what's going on. It seems like they're really just kind of loosening up a little bit and kind of having fun with the whole thing. I mean, they're always goofballs, though. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, they're having fun. Look at this crowd. Look at this crowd.
못한 이유 중에 하나가 또 팬들도 있어. 우리가 이걸 놓으면 팬들도 얼마나 혼돈스럽고 얼마나 슬프고 우리 뭐 영원히 하겠습니다. 뭐 끝까지 가겠습니다. 뭐 말로 뱉어서 나중에 현실로 이렇게 이루어질 수 없. 그게 너무 싫어서 최대한 지금은 이제 우리 같은 경우에 우리가 지키고 있고 계속 하고 있고 이런 거에 되게 감사하고 사실 너무 감사하고 너무 고맙고 사실 만나서 뭐 할까 고민하다가 그냥 정국이를 리드를 해야 될 것 같아서 내가 왜냐면 정국이가 형을 많이 이제 어려할까 봐 어색한 점 없애기 위해서 내가 좀 리드를 해서
I'm not awkward.
해서 좀 이렇게 좀 서로 좀 얘기 좀 하다가 어떻게 좀 마음이 좀 편해졌어?
뭔가 좀 오늘 뭔가 되게 많이 알아가는 것 같아요.
Yeah, man, that was a sweet interaction there.
그러니까 3년 동안
And this has got to be one of the coolest coffee shops I've ever seen. It's a dog park / coffee shop. We need one of these in Boston.
마음이 좀 편해졌어?
뭔가 좀 오늘 뭔가 되게 많이 알아가는 것 같아요.
지금까지 3년 동안 여기 이 자리에 있게끔 해주신 회사분들이 여러분들에게 편지를 직접 손편지로
진짜 대박이야 진짜요?
했다고 합니다. 여러분 대장 방시혁 PD님께서
와 진짜요?
진짜요? 손편지예요?
두장
오 진짜 오 길어.
석진, 윤기, 남준, 호섭, 지민, 재영 그리고 정국에게 처음 만났을 때 너희들은 모두 정말 어렸더랬지. 만난 시기는 모두 잘하지만 다들 무언가 겁에 질렸어. 그런 너희들을 나는 참 많이도 다그쳤던 것 같다. 왜 자신을 믿지 못하냐고, 왜 더 멀리를 보려 하지 않는 거냐며 몰아섰고, 다들 내가 가리키는 곳이 너무 멀고 막막해서 잠을 설친 기억이 있을 거야.
여러분 다들
Oh man.
아미밤 한번 높이 들어보세요.
Oh shit, one of these moments again?
어떻게든 길을 찾아내줬어. 내가 가리킨 곳보다 항상 더 높게 뛰어올랐고 더 멀리 서봤죠.
그리고 이제 나는 한 걸음 뒤에서 너희들이 나아가는 모습을 바라본다. 이제는 내가 손가락을 들어 어딘가를 가리킬 필요조차 없었으니까.
자꾸 이 화양연화 시리즈가 뭐길래 자꾸 이게 우리를 자꾸 울컥하게 만들고, 저희 뒤에 가면 이런 얘기 잘 안 해서
너희와 함께 걸으며 어느 순간 깨달았다.
태영이, 윤기 형, 석진이 형, 정국이, 남준이 형, 호석이 형, 우리 멤버들한테 제일 감사한 것 같아요.
너희의 불안함이 절실함이 다른 얼굴이라는 것을, 너희의
Come on, man, don't do this to me.
절실함의 다른 얼굴이라는 것을. 그것이 너희를 밤새워 연습하게 하고 끝까지 한계를 넘어서까지 스스로를 지독하게 밀어붙였다는 거지.
진짜 시작할 때부터 부족한 거 많고 되게 보잘것없고 되게 아무것도 없는 저였는데, 우리 멤버들이 저 도와주고 이끌어주고 해서 되게 여기까지 올 수 있었고, 우리 멤버들 덕분에 정말 행복이란 걸 느끼는 것 같습니다. 우리 멤버들 진짜 멋있어요, 진짜. 여러분 방탄 멋있죠?
너희는 자신들의 힘으로 자신들의 길을 찾아 날아가고 있으니까. 그리고 내가 감히 바랄 수도 없었던 곳을 넘어서고 있으니까. 모르겠어.
무대에 섰을 때 괜한 공허함에 난 겁을 내. 복잡한 감정 속에서 삶의 사선 위에서 괜시리 난도 못인 척을 해. 처음도 아닌데 익숙해질 법한데 숨기려 해도 그게 안돼. 텅빈 무대가 실격할 때 빈객석을 뒤로
이쁘고 많은 아미분들 앞에서 공연을 해주게 해줘서
Oh my god. They're tears of joy, though. They're tears of joy.
공연하게 해주셔서 정말
God damn, they're so humble.
감사합니다. 저희는 여러분들의 영원한 가수가 되고 싶습니다.
그래도 고맙다, 대견하다는 말을 아직 아껴둘게. 말은 언젠가 세계 최고의 그룹이 되는 날, 그날 너희 한 명 한 명의 눈을 맞추면서 꼭 내 입으로 직접 말해줄게. 함께 해줘서 고맙고 여기까지 데려와줘서 꿈꾸게 해줘서 고맙고. 영원한 관객은 없대도 난 노래할 거야. 오늘의 나로 영원하고 영원히 소년이고 싶어 나.
I hope just hits differently like this.
화양연화라는 키워드는 정말 그전엔 아무 의미 없는 벌써 1년 만에 저희 가수 방탄소년단에게도 또 이렇게 평범한 20대 7명에게도 큰 의미가 되었습니다. 많은 편지를 읽으면 항상 저희가 여러분의 삶에 끼치고 있는 영향이 많다는 편지를 받아요. 저희 가사 때문에 혹은 저희 말들, 저희 공연 때문에. 근데 그만큼 저희도 여러분들을 너무 많이 생각하면서 항상 여러분의 눈과 귀와 말들에 아주 삶에 큰 영향을 받고 있습니다.
참 우여곡절이 많은데 저희도 지금 여기서
Do this to me.
저 이해해 주시고 좋아해 주시고 같이 진심으로 반응해 주시는 지금이 뭐 화요일하고 척추 아니겠습니까?
오늘 이 시간 그리고 여태까지 우리 1년 동안 함께했던 그 화양연화가 여러분들이 돌아봤을 때 여러분들의 화양연화를 여러분들 마음속에서 만들 때 꼭 그 작은 퍼즐 한 조각이 될 수 있기를 바랍니다. 저희는 지금까지 화양연화의 방탄소년단이었습니다. 둘, 셋.
감사합니다.
방탄소년단 섭제경선 축하해. 기자 너무 축하해. 오빠 사랑해. 방탄소년단 화이팅. 네, 사랑해요. 방탄소년단 화이팅 영원하자. 방탄소년단 영원히 하양연화 사랑해. 방탄소년단 하양연화 스테이크 에필로그 화이팅.
제가 이렇게 되기까지 너무너무 멤버들과 여기 계신 분들과 회사와 부모님과 너무너무 많은 분들이 계셨기 때문에 그래서 앞으로도 제가 그 은혜에 보답할 수 있는 길은 좀 더 멋있게 세심하게 좋은 음악 만들어서 여러분께 들려드리고 항상 제 진심을 이렇게 공연으로 또 보여드리고 그럴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 정말 감사하고 사랑합니다. 감사합니다.
Sincerity in our performances. I think that sums it up pretty well. All right, before we get into this little clip here, and don't worry, I will play it. Let's talk about this episode. All right. Well, first off, this is just really good storytelling. Props to the Rise of Bangtan crew. I think her name is Anise. Is that her name? Props to them. I don't know if it's just one person or if it's a collective group of people. But obviously the quality is really good in this. We all know that. Everybody knows that. But what's impressive about this whole experience of going through this documentary, I'm going to call it, is the ability to tell a story. And you can truly see it here. You're bouncing all over the place. You're going through different kind of timelines, different settings and whatnot. And as soon as you return to a different timeline, a different setting, whether it be, the guys performing on stage or, JK getting like kind of a life lesson, it really just kind of ties all into itself. There's zero fluff whatsoever. It's beautiful. And the dramatic effect, I see what they're doing here. I see what you're doing. And if you watch this video, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing in these. Great use of mixing. Anyway, so yeah, this was a fantastic episode, and it was really eye-opening just to kind of see Jungkook, or I like to call him JK because I messed the name up, kind of just sitting down and getting that life lessons and truly being engaged in the conversation and wondering, how do you create a project and last for so many years? How do you surpass this 7-year curse? And it was a beautiful setting too. That coffee dog park thing, that was awesome. It's great to see the guys always open up on stage like that too. Like you can really just tell, like they're just really humble people. Like they're saying, thank you so much for just letting us even be here. They're still almost, it seems like at this stage in their career, they're almost in shock as to how far it's come and how big it's gotten. And I know that the premise of this episode is supposed to be, now that we don't have our finger on a goal, now that we don't have our sights set on a goal, where do we go from here and what do we do? And that's where things start to get really fun. That's where I think these albums are going to start heating up from this point on, because everything seemed kind of like a race. Even in, the guys' own words, they were saying things like, we were just trying so hard and put so much time and effort into these releases that came out back to back. I mean, seriously, just a couple months in between some of these albums, just absolute nonstop. At this point, I'm assuming after this, after we've gone through the school trilogy, after they've done the most beautiful moments in life, after they've done all of this and have like all like 6 or 7 like little albums kind of behind them, at this point they have enough traction and enough of a fan base and enough people that understand them at their core values and at their music. They can kind of start to have fun with things. They can start to do the art album. And I think that's what's going to be coming up. If the comments tell me anything, and I do try to read through as many of them as I can, if the comments tell me anything, I think Wings is going to be an art album. This is a point in their career where they're starting to kind of realize, am I a rapper? Am I a K-pop artist? Am I a dancer? Am I an idol? What am I? You saw this with RM in the early parts of this documentary when he came to this realization that he says, you know what? I'm an artist above everything else. That's what I am. That's what I need to focus on, is just sharing art, sharing my voice, and that alone. I'm not going to pigeonhole myself to one specific genre of what music can be. And I think we're going to start seeing all the guys start to do that. Not that we haven't already, but we're going to see that on a much deeper level. And I'm really, really excited to get to that point. In fact, I think the culmination of my journey in learning about BTS and going through these documentaries is truly kind of leading up to this experience we're about to get into. You know, I don't want to hype it up too much, but I'm hyped myself. You know, people have told me every step of the way, just wait. It gets better. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, no way. This is already pretty good. I mean, what can they do from this point on that would really even, you know, top what they're doing right now? How can it get like, and it's not even because I think everything they put out so far that I've heard is absolutely amazing and like it's blown me away. But some of it has, some of it 100% has, some of it has truly touched me. Some of it has really moved me to my core. And people say it gets better. How much further can my core shake? That is my question. Anyway, this was a ton of fun and it was a beautiful experience. And I'm so grateful that you guys want to be here with me and just kind of enjoy this with me. It's so much nicer to kind of enjoy this with people. And I do realize like chat's going and I'm not responding to every question and stuff like that. But that's because I really want to absorb what I'm doing here. And but I do appreciate you being here and sharing this experience with me. It's really beautiful, guys. It really is. It's really a touching, moving experience. And I kind of wasn't expecting this to happen, but I'm really glad that it did. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the party, or I'm going to go over to Twitch and I'm going to do a live reaction to August D's first mixtape. And I got a lot of thoughts on that. I'm not going to share them here. I'm going to share them over on Twitch because I don't want to muddy this video up, especially if you have to leave and for the people watching later on. But that's what I'm going to do now. If you want to hang out, come hang out with us on Twitch and we'll go through the album. I'm going to do a deep dive in this one. I want to look into the lyrics. I'm very fascinated that Suga's a producer on this album. I want to see his musical style and what he's bringing to the table without having the influence of 6 other people or even, you know, a company that might be pushing them in a certain direction. And I'm not saying Big Hit does that, but there is, you know, things are taken to votes and, you know, one way or another, sometimes you're pushing in a direction. But if this is goodbye, thank you so much for being here with me. Like I said, it really means a lot that you're willing to take time out of your day and just share this beautiful experience with me. So thank you. And if I see you on Twitch, I'll be there in a couple minutes. I'm just going to run to the bathroom and switch over my broadcasting software, and I'll be there soon. Bye, guys. Let's do this. And I just need a minute to kind of set up. So just hang tight, guys.
음악이 내리고 나는 숨이 차 복잡해진 마음 숨을 내쉰다 오늘 뭐 실수는 없었으나 관객들의 표정은 어땠던가 그래도 행복해 난 이런 내가 됐어 누군가 소리 지르게 만들 수가 있었어 작아지지 않은 영웅들을 품에 안고 죽도 텅텅 빈 무대
Oh, whoops. What am I doing here? Whoops. I forgot something. I said my goodbyes, and we're not done yet. Sorry, I'm really bad at this. I'm bad at my job. Please forgive me. Here we go.
지금 이 아름다운 이 순간의 끝에는 뭐가 있을까?
그러니까
솔직히 말해서 박수를 많이 받고 싶다. 가수하려고 태어난 사람 같아. 이제 시작이라고 생각한다.
음악을 믿고 들을 수 있는 팀, 믿고 볼 수 있는 팀, 그런 어떤 믿고 듣는 방탄소년단.
Yeah, this is the art album, guys.
그게 제가 갖고 싶은.
아미 사랑해요, 아미 I love you.
오, 방탄소년단 집중탐구 온몸을 다해 불꽃 리액션을 보여주세요. 멤버들이.
What is happening?
어디 갔어?
여기 있지!
일반 화질의 정말 이 정도면 굉장히 잘 생긴 거 아니야?
They went pretty hard on that one.
그쪽 방향으로 던지도록 하겠습니다.
아닌데.
24살짜리
아닌데.
여인애를 보았나요?
아닌데.
여러분
아닌데. 아닌데.
쉽지 않죠.
아닌데. 아, 근데 음악 없어?
Damn. Is he playing up his nose? Beautiful. What's chapter 12 going to hold for us? I guess that's a little sneak peek. All right, guys, I'm headed to Twitch. Thank you for reminding me to play to the end of the video. I'm an idiot. All right, see you all soon. Or I'll see you on Twitch. Bye-bye, everybody. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Downtown 빈 무대에 섰을 때 괜한 공허함에 난 겁을 내 복잡한 감정 속에서 삶의 사선 위에서 근실이 난 더 무딘 척을 해 처음도 아닌데 익숙해질 법한데 숨기려 해도 그게 안돼 텅 빈 무대가 식어갈 때쯤 빈객석을 뒤로 하네 지금 나 위로하네 완벽한 세상은 없다고 자신에게 말해 난 점점 날 비워가네 언제까지 내 거일 순 없어 큰 박수가 제가 이런 내게 말을 해 뻔뻔히 네 목소리를 높여 더 멀리 영원한 관객은 없대도 난 노래할 거야 오늘의 나로 영원하고파 영원히 소년이고 싶어 나 Forever